The undercurrent in Cypress Swamp is calm and quiet. The late fall, reddish foliage silently burning above the mirrored water surface. The Cato Lake, the largest naturally formed lake in south-central U.S., covers over 25,000 acres of flooded cypress forest. The gigantic hidden gem slumbers in Louisiana, blessed by the ancient graces Anthea. Its peculiar landform breeds legends and myths that were told and passed down to generations. The swamp, a living treasure given by the earth with the most various biodiversity and unique biomes, is the home of the wildlife of alligators, birds, waterfowl, bobcats, and river otters. The bald cypress is one of the common plants that can adapt to aquatic vegetation and is permanently saturated with water. The roots of bald cypress firmly grasp into the underwater vegetation, becoming the veins of the Cato Lake for centuries. These cypress trees, lying above the water, are solid and firm, protecting the bald cypress trees from strong winds and hurricanes. These giant plants take their time to grow. Some reach 100 to 120 feet with a trunk diameter of 3 to 6 feet. The oldest bald cypress was recorded at 1,622 years. Drifting along the Cato Lake, it is easy to spot the Spanish moss dangling on those aged cypress trees. They are not part of the tree, nor are they a parasite. Instead, the moss renders the cypress branches. They are bound together, echoing the beauty of nature. But the survival guide in nature relies on balance. When the moss grows more robust, it will break the tree's limbs and may shade the cypress tree's leaves, inhibiting photosynthesis and reducing the tree's natural growth. The warm sunlight lurks on the surface, striking between the draping Spanish moss. The swamp flows quietly, like it tells the same old tale, again and again. This area has reported hundreds of alleged Bigfoot sightings since 1965, and Justin Miller was one of those eyewitnesses.
About 15 years ago, we were fishing in a cove, and all of a sudden we heard this ruckus. Out of the woods come this big, dark figure. It was got a big old mange on him, and he was coming through the water. There was ducks in the water, and they were chasing the ducks. He was chasing the ducks. So we got in there and he swam. This lasted about a good 10 minutes. I was with my parents and we were freaked out. We were very scared, but it was very interesting to see. We were back far enough that we could get away. But one of the most scariest things that ever happened in my life.
According to the Texas Bigfoot Research Center, Cato Lake is one of Bigfoot's habitats. The creature that was sighted in the Cato Lake swamp is called Honey Island Swamp Monster, also Cajun Sasquatch. It's described by the alleged witness as a large bipedal humanoid, and this kind of creature is purported to inhabit the swamp and the bayou. Encountering Bigfoot wasn't a rare thing for local residents. The existence of Bigfoot is still debated, but society needs more credible evidence as proof. But the unsolved tale will pass to new generations. Who knows if it will be an open ending? Throughout the year, Cato Lake gradually vanishes. However, its most significant threat, the weed, is overtaking the lake. Unlike the Spanish moss, This kind of weed is an invasive weed. The local residents try to protect the lake by putting a net around it to keep the weed from spreading. And yet, it's undefeatable. The crystal in the central U.S. is fading. The people, the local government, and organizations aren't giving up on saving the lake. The Watch Group cleans the weeds out every single day. They are fighting for their treasure, where so many valuable things are waiting to be discovered.